Roach, you got the coin? Give it a toss.
Head is the call.
Heads is the call. Roach, you've won the toss. What are you going to do and why, please?
I will bowl first.
Kendall Fleming will open the batting. And Depender Singh starts right on the money, as at the non-striker's end it's Abhishek Anand from cricket there, and he's playing his club cricket at the North's first grade team in Brisbane. Any first grade cricketer from Australia usually this time shapes back in. Oh, direct hit, it's going to be gone. Well, he's at it again, isn't he? Depender Singh, maybe not quite as dramatic as the one that's gone viral on ICC's social media pages, but it's yet another direct hit. You've got to pick your fielders. Listen to the first part.
Anand was very slow off to take off the mark, and Depender Singh hitting the stumps.
Nandan Yadav to continue. He's carved away. Good shots, and the first boundary will go to the skipper, Kendall Kadawaki Fleming. Well, just a lovely extension of the arms, width on offer, cashes in. Sides have to look forward to.
That was hit straight down the ground by Kendall. The ball rolling towards the boundary. This over has been good for Japan, and then the other a bit expensive.
Strange shot, wasn't it? Sort of dragged it straight down the ground. Not a straight drive, but sort of a
first bowling all-rounder.
That's a bit more like it, and that's the intent that Japan need, and it'll be the skipper who hits the third boundary of the innings, his third too, to round out Depender Singh second over. He's got none for 10. The power play, well, Japan coming back into it. They are 31 for 1. Comes into the attack and is immediately slog swept very effectively. Going to be just one bounce and go for 4. Sandeep Johra has a really good effort at it, but I think he was probably more trying to stop the 4 rather than affect the catch.
Nicely swept that on his knees, trying to go for the catch. Sandeep Johra couldn't get to it.
Looks for the big slog sweep, gets a good piece, and is going to get the first maximum. In fact, yeah, the arms will be extended. It's very bright here, so difficult for us to pick it up as well. But the fielder just watched it soar over his head. Raman's at it again.
There was no hint of a turn. The ball went straight into the right-hander.
Now goes down the ground and hits it ever so elegantly. Well, that's a glorious stroke. It's the shot of the innings without doubt. It's one of the shots of the tournament thus far for me, because it's against the spin slightly. I think it's the googly, but it's given enough air for Fleming to get underneath it and go all the way. The 50 comes up in majestic, magnificent style. But Fleming just goes again. It's almost an action replay, not quite as big this time. Back-to-back maximums. Superb stuff from Japan. Outstanding from the skipper. And after their biggest win in their history, they're starting to take the game to Nepal.
This is brilliant batting by Fleming. Back-to-back success against the top.
Goes to the googly yet again, guided away. Exceptional batting. 3 consecutive boundaries. 6, 6 and now 4. He's bowled every delivery as far as I've read them as googlies to Fleming, and Fleming's picked every one of them.
This is a very good shot. He waited for the ball to come to him and played it in the gap.
This one's pulled away behind square. Going to get to the rope. 4 more. Raman joining the party now. Runs off every delivery of this jaw over, and Japan continuing to press their opposition, building up a very good second wicket partnership.
The 5 ball that Gulshan Jha has bowled has all been on the shorter side.
Slog sweep comes out and gets it all the way right out of the screws as Fleming continues to attack. Doesn't take a look at Kushal Bertel, and looks like we have more runs in this surface than we had in the earlier games in the tournament. But another superb shot. Loves that slog sweep. Takes on the fielder in the deep. Gets it over the head of Depender Singh.
Just
short ball helped away, and things are going from bad to worse here for Nepal, and real concern now. It's Raman getting in the act. It's another 6. This one, the first one for the right-hander. 2 6s and 3 balls. Not the greatest delivery, and Nepal are being run ragged by a highly impressive, a jubilant Japan. Pumped into the sky. Goes a long way up. Long on, comes around and holds on to the catch. Sandeep Johra and Cammy gets really deserved reward. He's bowled exceptionally well. It might have been a little change of pace again. We'll see on the replay. Jora does well because that was a steepling catch, and finally the Nepal fans here in such numbers have something to celebrate. The second wicket falls. It's the big one too of Rahman, who's got to go.
Yes, it was a leg cutter, fuller low. A very smart catch taken by Sundeep Zora. He's a very, very good fielder.
Great execution, Paresh, I agree. It wasn't an easy catch.
This is better, right, attempting a block hole.
Great over. 2 singles and the wicket come from it. Good change of pace. And chipped straight to Rohit Paudel, who takes a very good catch. Gulshan Jazz pumped up, giving it a big, big celebration. Not happy with the position that Nepal were in the game, and well, an inspired piece of captaincy. Not just the catch he took, but the bowling change to go with it. And again, it's Nepal's fans that are ebullient and delighted. Clever bowling, clear slower ball, and a crucial breakthrough.
Yes, it is. And
Tander. Oh, Googly got him, and it's almost deja vu. Lamachani at it again. Expensive in his first 2 overs and comes back with a beauty. Not sure it was picked by Ravichandran. Cuts him in half, and the top of the leg stump gets rocked back. Nepal are fighting back with a vengeance here. This is a remarkable turnaround.
It is. It was a googly ball pitching and going into the right hand and never picked up. Gave himself room, but Ravichandran didn't do it.
Oh, he's got him, and Gulshan Jha has another. Inspired bowling changes, and he's back, the big man. Barely used with the ball over the last couple of months, and the fans are banging the stands here, getting right behind their team. Takahashi, the promotion up the order doesn't quite work. Not able to get those big 6s that he affected yesterday against Kuwait. He's cleaned up for 4.
Yeah, it was a short ball and he went away from the stumps. That is why he got that inside edge. Fuller length this time around. He recognized the batsman was going to the back foot.
Number of matches. As he comes down the track, it goes a mile into the sky. It will be a second for Lamachani. Takes on the googly. Lamachani will get 2. He's fought back brilliantly. 2 overs done for 20. Becomes 4 overs, 2 for 25 as Japan slide further.
That's exactly like a replica of the first game. He was 19 of 2 overs in his first spell and came back and was on a hat-trick. Again, 20 of his 2 overs in his first spell, comes back with 2 wickets. A very good spell.
Probably would question the shot choice a little bit as well, Paresh, because cut away a long way behind square, and the diving stop is not implemented successfully. So Gulshan Jha's remarkable spell of bowling, he claps his hands in frustration, will end with a boundary. You've got 3 spinners, 3 seamers, as this one's plundered down the ground and is going to go all the way. A magnificent effort from Kushal Malla, who I think has got it cleanly with his one hand, but his momentum was always carrying it over the rope. Enter end here. I'm going to think of a second. It's going to be a risky one. Paudel gets the throw in cleanly and given. It's another run out. I just wonder, would Benito Davis have been better keeping the strike? He's just hit that big 6. Why did they look for the second? Nepal dealing in run outs again. 30 the score. This goes a long way up. It should be a catching opportunity. Lamachani goes back and holds on, and Yadav has his first. Nepal have, well, fought back in remarkable, extraordinary, exceptional fashion, and the fans loving every second of it. Comes Shirai Patmore, who can't get any contact, and again Asif Sheikh unable to glove it cleanly. They will run through for what should be a bye. A lot of extras in that final over. There was only one off the bat, which was the run out to start with, as Japan are going to have to be content with 131 for 8. So welcome back here to the Oman Cricket Academy. We told you it was a pretty tight turnaround. That break can range from 20 minutes all the way down to 10, depending upon how quickly the side inspired fight back. And it could be half a chance from the very first ball, as we see instead a misfield that is going to race to the rope. It could have been a wicket easily, and a bit of fortune, because That was off a leading edge more so than anything. As this is chipped down the ground very elegantly. It's only a punch really from Bertel, but he looks like he's returning to some of his very best form. Remember his flying start to international cricket, 450s in his first 5 innings. He hits a second boundary and it's very, very elegant. Paresh, what a shot that is. This is cut away, finds the gap and finds the boundary. It felt like an even smaller gap because 2 fielders there at point, and indeed the umpire in the pink shirt, a similar colour because of where the sun is. Great stroke for 4.
The ball came in after pitching. Bertel just...
Oh yes, stunning. One of the shots of the day, and it's exactly where Kendall Fleming hit his too. That was over long on for the left-hander. This one's over long off from Asif Sheikh as he just caresses this for 6.
Sandeep Lamichhane this time around. It was right on the slot. 20 format.
Oh, this goes straight up. It should be the first wicket. Fine leg comes around and holds on, and Japan celebrate. Sagaya Slater's really deserved that. And look at this, all 11 Japanese fielders coming in, sprinting in together. They're pumped up.
Yeah, it was a short ball, tried to pull the ball, hurried onto him, got the top edge, and a very smart, neat catch by the fielder at short fine.
Sheikh goes down the ground, heaves it into the leg side, goes a long, long way, goes all the way. 2 fielders were interested in it for its entire airspan out towards the leg side boundary. How's he got this for 6?
We were talking about the elegance of Asif Sheikh. He comes down the track. It was a slow ball on an off cutter.
Well, it's a drag down, a rare freebie. Bowling's been good, but that's not the way you want to start a spell. It could have been hit anywhere, and Sheikh just picks his spot out towards the gorgeous mountains, and it goes a long, long way. Real drag down and just smash for 6.
Yeah, that was a long hop by Ravichandran. Helped it away by Asif Sheikh.
Well, it's another long hop, and it's going to be 6 more. 2 really poor deliveries. Credit to Asif Sheikh, yes, but you just cannot bowl there. And I don't think you can park your car there either. You'll get in trouble. Very nearly smashes into that one. Nepal's fans loving every second.
This was another long hop, equally well dealt by Asif Sheikh. This was much bigger than the last one.
Yeah, they are leg breaks, but they're kind of straight breaks, and that one's cut away for 4 more. Flat through the air. Asif Sheikh really taking a liking to Ravichandran, who's being dispatched around Al Amarat.
This was not a bad ball. The shot was extremely good. He gave himself room and played it. That was hit over his head. A good catch at third man. Asif Sheikh, after playing those good innings, has come to an end. 38 that he scored off 20 balls.
Kept pounding back of a length, now even shorter, and Sheikh couldn't resist taking it on. And with deep third out, it was a very risky stroke. This is a good catch. Down at wide, deep third. In years to come. As Jora goes down towards long off and straight at him. And Japan are pumped up again. They find a third. It's a good catch. Nicely taken by Benjamin Ito Davis. And Japan, you have to say, are deserving all of these breakthroughs.
Let's look at the shot again. The fielder was in the boundary line. A neat catch taken by the fielder there.
Edged away. A little bit of fortune for Rohit Powdle, but he will get 4.
That had a bit of shape on it, getting that outside edge, running very fine towards the...
Chip back at the bowler, who thinks he's held on, and Kushal Mala's happy to walk. An exceptional catch. Suzuki McComb is brought into the attack, and the mustachioed all-rounder has done so well to dive forward immediately. What a catch this is. Incredible.
Diving in front in your follow-through, being a medium pacer, that's an incredible catch. To the attack. Big Kapil, gone!
Japan have a 5th, and they have life. We have to love the associate pathway events. because they always have twists and turns. Nepal will have been thinking they should have cruised this chase of 130 with the T20 international wicket. Might have been the googly, it was out of the back of the hand. Powdell's not picked it, and for me, more than a fair decision. Gonna go on and hit middle and leg stump. Ravichandran's pumped up. So too are Japan. Play T20 eyes. Ja hooks this away, and probably the biggest cheer of the day. He's a real fan favourite, this man. He stuck it onto the road. The angle helped him with that hook shot. It's an almighty maximum.
A good bumper again, well picked up by Gulshan Shah. Down to deep square leg, behind square.
Just 32 more to win as we look at the Manhattan here. Driven maybe just out of the reach of the cover fielder, hands on head in the field. They should get 3 here if Jack can get back. No, just the 2. Was this a catching opportunity? Tickled round the corner. Irie will get his first boundary. Good batting.
Welcome boundary for Nepal. It was way outside the leg stump. Easy pickings for Irie with his caliber.
His bowlers nicely. Little leg cutter again. I think Irie's going to fancy 2 here. And he does it at a canter, doesn't he? He's ended up 3 or 4 yards past the keeper. Good over. A really good one for Nepal with very little risk taken. 11 runs have come from it. It's 116 for 5.
2 wickets. Full toss, hit it down the ground. 6.
Yeah, much more like it from Gulshan Shah. Couple of dots, and then he just smashes that one to the heavens. He's such a special cricketer, isn't he? He has this incredible ability to impact matches, whatever he does. You think of the catches against the West Indies, the wickets today, and now a couple of maximums. They get Nepal right to the brink. Wasn't a great delivery, but it's incredible to think he's just 19. He's going to try and finish it. The scores are level. Nepal are on the brink, and they probably deserve this victory. Nepal will win this group now, and they'll win it in some style.
Yes, this was a thick outside edge over the short.
Yeah, that'll be that, and Gulshan Shah will fittingly hit the winning runs. Nepal, they win by 5 wickets, and they take 2 points in the Super 6, much to the delight of their fans.
Yes, at the last, it was a comprehensive victory for Nepal.